Hello, my name is Tiandra Hamilton. Studies show that public speaking is one of the most hardest things that anyone would have to encounter in their life. I'm here to give you a few do's and don'ts into public speaking. That way, when you have to deliver a speech or speak publicly, it kind of ease that anxiety off of you. Let's start with the don'ts. One, you don't want to talk too fast and you don't want to talk too slow when delivering a speech. That way, your audience can understand everything you're talking about. Another thing is if you have a PowerPoint or you have slides that you need to show in your speech, you do not want to have very lengthy slides or information on your slides that have a lot of information on them. That's a don't. You also do not want to be reading from your slides. If you have them up there, you want to be able to know what you're talking about that's already on the slides. And you want to make sure your speech is conversational style. So if I'm speaking to my audience, I want to be very engaging and let them know that, it's an open door. Another don't is you don't want to use a lot of verbiage like or other filler words like those things will kind of let the audience think that you don't know what you're talking about. Another don't is you don't want to be too fidgety when you're doing your speech or speaking publicly. And what I mean by that is kind of like pulling on yourself and, a little jittery, because that kind of also puts off that you're uncomfortable. You don't know what you're speaking about. Also, another don't is you want to make sure you're not rushing your speech. You want to pace yourself. You want to pace yourself throughout your speech so that, the audience gets the goal that you're trying to reach. So pace it out and don't rush it. Another don't is you don't want to ramble. Rambling on will bore your audience. So maybe I'm talking about, the don'ts, and then you just start going off into another subject, get you off track. That's a major don't. Also, you must remember this is a don't. Do not make eye contact. When you're delivering your speech, you want to make sure you use as much contact with your audience in the eye as possible. So you don't want to be looking off over their heads or looking on the ground. You want to make contact. Those are the don'ts. Let's go ahead and list a few do's. I'd save the best for last. What you want to do at the beginning of your speech or when you're speaking publicly is make sure you gain the audience's attention from the start. That's going to get them on board with you right away. You want to also this is another do. You want to pick the right words to import your message. Make sure that whoever your audience is, make sure that the words you use speak to that audience. Another do is maintain positive eye contact, as I spoke about in the don't. You want to, so it kind of goes and coincides with that. You want to make sure you make eye contact with your audience members. Another do is you want to use props that are appropriate when you're doing your speech. If you have a prop, maybe you're talking about music, maybe your prop wouldn't be like an instrument or something like that. Another do is you want to practice. Practice makes perfect. Another do, you want to be organized. Also, you want to simplify your notes. And another do is you want to be confident. And lastly, use great body language. Open arms, stand up tall, use great gestures. And if you follow those guidelines of the do's and don'ts, I'm sure you'll have no problem delivering a speech or speaking publicly. Thank you.